Okay, so Wednesday was in fact Nigel Wright's last day in the witness box, as it turned out, and it was a little bit anticlimactic compared to Tuesday's testimony, when you might recall we got some information, although indirectly through a statement by a future witness, Perrin, that suggested the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff, Novak, may actually have been aware of this payment. That was the big sort of bombshell out of Tuesday's testimony. Today, we saw Donald Bain, Duffy's defense attorney, go into a little more detail about exactly what it was that Mr. Wright told the Prime Minister about his arrangement and his assistance to Mr. Duffy. This led to a very interesting exchange where you had Donald Bain reading from an email in which Nigel Wright said that the Prime Minister was aware in broad terms that he had personally assisted Duffy with the repayment. Now, Donald Bain suggested that the only way you could possibly interpret that personal assistance is in a financial way, thus suggesting that, yeah, the Prime Minister probably did know what was going on. Nigel Wright, however, made it very clear that he said what he meant was he had assisted as in personally, he was personally involved in the file, but not that he'd given any details. Anyway, that was kind of one of the more political moments, and it actually sparked an outburst from one of the Crown attorneys, Mark Holmes, who rose up and basically said to the judge, enough of this, this is blatantly political, this has nothing to do with this case, why are you letting him go on and on about this? The judge, however, didn't agree, so Mr. Bain was allowed to continue to go on, and that took most of the day. On Thursday, we're going to hear from Benjamin Perrin. This is, of course, the Prime Minister's former legal advisor, and this is the gentleman who reportedly, we haven't actually seen the document, we've heard about it, told the RCMP that, yes, Novak was in the room when Mr. Wright told him that he was personally covering the check. So this is kind of critical testimony. It's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out, and that all starts on Thursday.